Good morning. ITS836 Data Science and Big Data Analytics. This is being recorded for Section 8, which starts on Monday, June 29th. Good morning, y'all. I'm Professor Walker, and I wanted to post a separate video specifically highlighting your week one to-do list and assignments because you might have noticed, hopefully you've already watched in the Getting Started folder, I'm reusing lectures. I'm in the middle of another section of ITS 836, so there will be a large amount of overlap. So whenever I reuse lectures or content from that course, or I have quite a bit on the shelf from previous courses that especially regarding help with your dissertation that I'll be reposting. You'll be able to tell when you bring it up by the course name and the date if I'm reusing old content, and I'll make it really clear in the comments when I'm reusing something that's older. So there will be some analysis on your part, but as people holding master's degrees in computer science, I think figuring this part out is going to be relatively simple for everybody. Um, so this week for you guys, second 8-week semester, second bi-term in the summer of 2020, class section 8. I just wanted to make sure that you have a succinct to-do list for this week, and that you don't miss anything. There are only 2 folders exposed that you need to worry about, and that's Getting Started, which has preliminary information like the syllabus and course overview and an introductory discussion board, an introduction. And then the week one folder has the only assignment that's due in week one, which is a discussion board. Okay. So week one, make sure you watch course information and instructor background. But remember, it was recorded for another section. Although about 90% of what I say in there applies to you. You can disregard the residency. Lucky for you, there is no residency weekend in these bi-terms. That residency weekend can be a crusher. I don't know if any of you have experienced one, but especially online, trying to collaborate and get a paper done over the weekend and then present online is somewhat daunting. So there's no residency, and we'll only be touching blockchain in this second bi-term. The standard syllabus for this one focuses more on data science, so we'll lean more towards that, and we'll only mention blockchain a little bit. So this week, make sure you can get to the texts that I mentioned in the syllabus. I've provided data science and big data analytics in PDF form. But make sure you can get to the library and get to the other ones. The Ozdemir text, particularly for data science, not so much the blockchain book, but Ozdemir and the Wiley book combined give you quite a bit of good background information. And then you're going to be doing a lot of reading and research and writing this course every week virtually. So you'll be able to put it all together. Make sure you introduce yourselves in the Getting Started folder. I'm particularly interested where you're at in the course, and I don't just mean it's your third semester. Okay, I don't even know what that means. Your third semester could be that you've taken 2 courses. It could mean that you've taken 4 and you're taking 2 full time now. And by by where you're at in the program, I also mean where are you at in thinking about a dissertation topic. You will notice throughout this course that I don't just cover the coursework. The university is uh, very, very concerned about preparing students for their dissertation journey so that you don't get there and get smacked in the face with the proverbial cricket bat. So um, let me know where you're at with that. And I'm here to help if you want to progress in choosing a topic and defining a problem area and a research question. So make sure you introduce yourself in the Getting Started folder. And then there are a couple of tutorials in the Getting Started folder. I would particularly recommend that you watch my EndNote demonstration. If you haven't already started working with software that lets you store articles and APA references and citations, bibliographic software, you need to do it. Yeah, I don't know how you'll get through a dissertation without it, or why you would ever want to. The stuff is magic. So I go through a good example of EndNote, which is the one I use for my dissertation. So it's the one I know, but there are others out there, um, including a tool listed in the syllabus. Okay. Sorry, it's 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm having my coffee. Um, and then, yeah, the only assignment this week is an easy getting to know the topic, um, getting to know each other, getting to know the classroom. So we start off pretty slowly, but don't use week one, please, to do nothing. Start looking forward into the topics that I mentioned in the syllabus, and and preparing yourself for the rest of the course. If you haven't installed bibliographic software, you can use week one to go ahead and catch up and get that done. If I see problems in your writing that reflect the fact that you are not using bibliographic software, I probably won't be very understanding about it because you're PhD students. You're This isn't a master's degree, as I say in my other video. This isn't a master's degree. You guys are learning to be researchers and contributing, not just drawing from the the global knowledge pool. You're adding to it, or there's no point in getting your PhD. All right, so that's your to-do list for week one. If there are any questions, make sure you email me. You can always respond to the questions thread, but I get email on my phone and my tablet and my computer, and that's really the best way and the only official way to reach us. Okay. All right, everybody. I will see you in the discussion during week one and the introductions. Have a great week. I did want to cover one more expectation here. Sorry about that. Um, when you do a discussion, please post your initial post by Thursday. Wednesday is fine as well, just not late. Some people come in screaming in at 10:59 on a Sunday night and post a reply, and nobody cares because sure enough, first thing Monday morning, everybody moves on to the next week. So here's the flow that I want to use. Um, Post your initial response by Thursday night. That gives everybody Friday to look at it and think about it, and then reply. Your two replies should be by Saturday night. Okay, so that gives everybody Sunday, where say your reply to a student was to ask a clarification question, and you posted that reply on Saturday evening at 6 p.m. Uh, Sunday, hopefully that student will go in and be able to say thank you or reply to the question or whatever. And then you'll have Sunday to Sunday evening to go through and finalize everything and say thank you if someone answered your question. But I do notice that there's just a whole lot of people doing the absolute minimum. So, this is one of those programs where you get out of it what you put into it. And if you're into the minimum, then you'll be a minimally successful student. So nothing I can do to change that. The more you get in there and talk to people, the better off you'll be. That's all I can say. You get out of it what you put into it. Okay. That's the discussion question right there, though. It's really softball. It's talking about the career field and skills that make up a good data scientist. You're free to Google it, cite your source, share resources, share information with us. Okay. That's pretty easy first week.